Welcome to the podcast where bending in the gym is riskier than a caffeine-fueled honky-tonk dance-off. Today we're unpacking both baggage and work ethic, wondering if mom's influence is just as questionable as dad's dance moves. Plus we're hitting Nashville where the music's electric and the Grand Ole Opry is taking center stage. Buckle up, whether it's your suitcase zipper or that regrettable coffee purchase. We've got a packed episode for you next on Cabin Pressure with Sean and G.
Hey everyone, welcome. This is Cabin Pressure. At this time of year up in Ohio, it is the fall and we're doing a lot of cleanup. Lots of cutting back of the bushes, tons of trimming of the trees, the grass. Man, I was busy this past week doing all this fall cleanup. You know, I was loading stuff up, taking it to the back, sweating my butt off, getting to the back, burning stuff, coming back, trimming more stuff. I got pretty big lawn. So, man, I was really getting at it. And I was at it for about 3 or 4 hours.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, Mother Nature, too, is helping you out. Because every time you clean it up, she's gonna mess it up.
Oh yeah, well the wind's blowing like crazy,
yeah,
so the leaves are going nuts. But anyway, I was sitting there and I was really working hard, and all of a sudden, as I'm working, my phone starts to buzz.
Right.
And then I bring it out, and you ever in the middle of doing all this work, a friend they will send you a message, go, "Hey buddy, what are you doing?" And you look down at your message, and this friend of yours is sitting on a beach, and he is getting his tan on with his sunglasses, and you're like, you got to be kidding me, man. You're sending that shit to me, and I'm out here working my butt off. So then I get going a little bit farther, and I'm dragging some more branches to the back and sweating it again. And as I'm walking back, all of a sudden my pocket vibrates again. I'm like, no, he's not. He is not doing it again. So I dig my phone out, and next thing I'm looking at this, and this guy's waving at me under the water, snorkeling. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Here I am again, sweating and bringing my myself back up to start again, trimming the trees, taking some more stuff back. There it goes again. Phone starts buzzing. Next thing I see is, hey, look at these. I'm watching these whales. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Now, I've been working out in the yard all day long, dragging this stuff, doing this. It was a long day. Sean, what were you doing?
Well, I was sitting on the beach, snorkeling, watching some whales, you know, doing those things that you're supposed to be doing on vacation.
Yeah, sending those pictures to somebody else was working.
You know, you're supposed to be in, like, I'm trying to share my experiences with you. Isn't that what, like, Facebook and this social media is about? I mean, we're tight. So, you know, G.
That's called rubbing your nose in it. That's not tight, man. That is rubbing your nose in it. I was like, are you kidding me? He's going to send me another one. I knew it. I absolutely knew you was going to send one. But hey, how was your vacation anyway?
Yeah, my vacation was amazing, man. I went down to Cabo. Yeah, Cabo is like my new favorite. I mean, we're on the East Coast, so Cancun is the place that we normally would go, close to Mexico destination type of thing. But Cabo, it's kind of like that next step up. You know, if you go to Cabo, you got two cities. You're right in the middle of two cities. Both cities are two different places. One's big party, Cabo San Lucas, and then you got Cabo, San Jose del Cabo. And that's kind of like a artsy, chill, relaxed town. So you got to like whatever type of vacation you want to do, you can do it in Cabo. But we're becoming more and more of a fan of Cabo. There's so many things to offer, all kinds of water sports, just like Cancun, all that good stuff. But it's amazing. That's why I was sharing my pictures.
So how many days did you spend?
We were down there a week. It was good. I mean, it was a good, relaxing time. And, you know, I've already told you that I'm getting ready to go in for surgery. So I needed some R&R time to my last walking about on my left knee.
Oh, your ass will be sitting around not doing anything for months. You gotta be kidding me.
No, I'm never not doing anything. Are you kidding me?
No,
Yeah.
but you know something?
Don't let him fool you, folks.
We do give each other so much crap. It's so much fun.
Yeah. Don't let him fool you.
But
he's has his little fun going on too in his house. What do you got fun going on in your house?
Oh my God! You know, it was amazing. Actually, not more than a little over a year ago, we lost our little Yorkie. Her name was Dakota. Amazing dog. Had her for about 15 years. Just absolutely broke my heart. And we decided to go out and start looking around and searching for another puppy. Now that in itself is an absolute adventure.
Yeah, what's the process even?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for. We were looking for a small breed, a smaller actually Yorkie than Dakota was. So, you have to know what you're looking for. There's certain things about their legs, about their size, who the breeder is, the size of the mom, size of the dad, actually the grandparents. There's so much that goes into
Like you're getting into the dog genealogy.
The genetics
the whole genetic of this animal that you're looking for.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then, we had gone through like 2 to 3 months of searching on like puppies.com, and they have other ones like the marketplace for the AKC. But breeders are really different.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah, that's a different crowd.
Yeah, they really are. They're different. I mean, it was kind of strange. Every time I talk to one, you think that they're somewhat normal, all of a sudden they get real strange. I know, it's crazy. But anyway, we found this tiny little Yorkie.
Tiny is an understatement.
Oh my gosh. And she was out in Los Angeles, so had to fly all the way out to LA to get her. Man, she is 1.1 pounds.
Yeah, it would have been cheaper to send her through the mail.
We brought her back. We brought her back, Sean, in she was brought back in a container that guinea pigs are brought in.
That's how small she is.
That's how small she is. I mean, she is so tiny. And we are going to post a picture for everyone.
A video.
A video. Actually, her name is Gemma. And Gemma does not run, does she, Sean?
No.
She hops like a little bunny.
Is it about a bunny that's like a very little tiny bunny?
And she is absolutely hilarious. I've had so much fun with her the last couple of days. I miss Dakota more than anything in this world. And anybody that's ever had their pets or lost their pets knows. Dee was my girl. Gemma is an absolute sweetheart. She is so much fun. I had a great time the last couple of days waking up with her, having fun with her and training her.
Puppies are so fun. The energy level is like you have to like shift your gears here. Like, they're going to be excited every day to see you.
Oh, absolutely. And you know something, I've said this 1,000 times, and you've heard this saying that we don't deserve dogs because their love is just completely unconditional. And we don't deserve them, but we have them. We're fortunate to have them, but we don't deserve them. But anyway, we will show you a little video of Gemma hopping around the front room. She is a cutie. Had a lot of fun picking her up and a lot of fun with her the last couple of days.
Yeah, I'd feel like a little uncomfortable having Gemma around my house. I mean, because I'm a klutz.
Oh my God!
I'd step on that little thing and I'd just be crushed.
She tried to jump over my foot and she slid her belly across the front and did a belly slide right across the front of it. Oh, I'm telling you, when you guys see her, the picture won't even do her justice, because if you put your cell phone on the table, Gemma could put all 4 feet on the cell phone.
Wow.
And she could stand on it. That's how small she is. But anyway, she's absolute little dream of a dog. I love her a lot already. She's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. That's cool.
It is. It's really cool. But when I was working out though, whenever you were on your little vacation.
You're always working out.
I know, but you know what I hate about, when last time you said about getting older?
Yeah.
So I'm going to the gym, work out all the time, lifting, rarely ever hurt myself in the gym because I'm really strict about how I lift.
And also, you're smart. I mean, you use the machines. You're not trying to do something that you don't need to be doing. You know, you're not impressing anybody in there.
No, this is all about my health and about with myself. But this is what I hate the most. Bent over just to move the plate, right? adjust it.
Done.
There you go. There it was. All of a sudden, I was
pain.
like, "You have got to be kidding me!" I just tweaked something in my back. And I've learned one thing when I do this, if I continue the lift, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna be down for the next week.
Right.
So what I do is I just pack my stuff up. I go home. I lay down for about a day or two. Let the nerve calm down. Then I'm back in the game. So it was short lived. But if you're one that lifts and you go out there and you tweak your back, just go lay down, take it easy, and let the nerve calm down, and you'll be back in the game. But that's
or you'll be waiting for your next tweak.
Yeah.
Because we're old.
Oh my God.
Right?
Yeah. I hate that. But but it is part of getting older, and we have to deal with that. But did you see that video of that baggage cart?
Yeah. The baggage cart that
turned the Dreamliner into a recycling plant.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's amazing. We will post that on the web as well. On our Facebook site for sure. There's this thing's just rolling down the tarmac here, the baggage cart. And it was another airline, right?
Yeah, there was an Airbus. There was a Dreamliner behind. There was a cross road from where the baggage carts come, and then there was an Airbus in front of them. And they were, one was taxiing in, one was going out, and the Airbus was pulling out, and their engines blew as this baggage cart was coming across the front of it, or actually, I'm sorry, the behind the Airbus,
right?
But in front of the Dreamliner,
right?
The air blew the last cart right from the baggage cart. You've seen this thing come apart. And all of a sudden, you're looking at this, and you're like, "Oh hell no! This thing is going right to that Dreamliner."
Yeah, the guy in the baggage handler, he's like, no, this is not happening.
How am I going to explain this?
And you can see all the carriers are just floating in the air, tumbling towards this engine, and then one just gets like shredded.
It looks like aluminum can going in. There's a $20 million mistake right there.
Yeah, those Rolls-Royce engines are like $20 million a piece.
And that thing was just turned into scrap. Wonder who wrote a check for that one.
Somebody's like, I'm getting drug tested. It wasn't even my fault.
Yeah, that guy was like, yeah, it wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me. I didn't do it.
That wasn't me.
I didn't even get close to that engine.
Yeah,
man, that was an absolutely crazy thing. But again, they turned a Dreamliner into a recycling plant that day.
Yeah, you know what? There's things on the plane that always bugs us here, and we got something to complain about. These oversized bags. People packing their bags on the plane. It's out of control.
Well, they put those extended zippers on them, so they go anywhere from 4 to 6 inches, and they unzip, and they're like, "Well, my bag is able to do that. It fits on most planes."
Yeah. Well, the crazy thing about these planes too is that the baggage bins are like all different sizes now. Like they're trying to adjust. The airlines are trying to adjust to bigger bins to accommodate more bags, but you get on an older plane and they're like smaller, and it fits a rollerboard, but you unzip that little teeny zipper expandable, area and make it into that now ballooned bag. And it's like 4 inches bigger.
Oh my God. There was a gate agent, Sean. The best announcement that I ever heard in the boarding area. This gate agent, he gets on the mic and he tells people, he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to board the aircraft. Everybody take a quick look at your bag. If when you purchased that bag, it was a rectangle and today it's an oval, you need to bring it up. We're going to check it." Because that's exactly what it is. It looks like a big oval when they come on the aircraft.
Yeah, I don't even get it. Like you just every time I see them, I'm like, you need to take something out of that bag, and the stuff that comes out of the bag, that's a whole nother show.
Well, they're shoving it down and they're breaking their zippers. I mean, they're just shoving it in there.
Or
like,
the bins.
Yeah. Well, you just came off of a Max.
Right.
And those have the big bends in them. Then you come to a 737 has a completely different bend in it.
Right.
And you're like, well, it fit on the last plane. Well, the last plane was a huge plane. It was a MAX or it was a wide body. And this one's a 737. It ain't going to fit.
Yeah. It's out of control. But I mean, these oversized bags, you need to like stop.
Quit using the 4-inch zipper.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't even know. Why do they do that?
Yeah, I don't know. You know what?
That should not be allowed. That shouldn't be allowed on bags brought on aircraft. Now, if you want to put it in the belly and it has an extension, I understand that, right? Because it's a check bag.
Well, even the belly is out of control. I mean, how about that super stroller?
Oh my gosh. You have to, we are going to post this one. This person brought this super stroller up and this thing was absolutely ridiculous. All my years of flying, I have never, ever seen a stroller so big. And she looked at us and she was like, well, it fit on the last plane. And I said, well, ma'am, that last plane was a cargo ship from China.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, your little Fiat 500 can't that you brought with you.
This thing was absolutely huge. I mean, okay, that's another story. These strollers,
Yeah,
the strollers that they check, these things are huge. They're like all-terrain vehicles,
and they are like, I mean, they're like Transformers. Like they just like expand, collapse. Now they've got them where the stroller, where like you can unhook the kid and wheel the kid down the aisle. Have you seen that?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's crazy.
But these dads, what's funny is the dads come on like pack mules.
Yeah.
They have all these bags packed up and they're pushing that stroller down there. And man, these things are, you have to go on and you'll have to look at the size of this stroller. This thing is just ridiculous.
Yeah. It's basically a little small Fiat 500.
That thing was huge, man.
Yeah.
But you know, another thing, talking about a waste on the aircraft. We were talking about this the other day. Do you know what people waste the most on an airplane? When they purchase, in the air.
I know.
Yeah, when they purchase inside of an airport. Now, this is the one thing that's probably the most sold in an airport, right?
Yep. Coffee all day long. I mean, these people bring all these like gourmet coffees and, you know, everybody's running to Starbucks.
$7, $9, $12.
Yeah. Like
15. I mean, yeah,
exactly.
Huge.
And cold, hot, doesn't matter, you know, different size containers. And they bring them on the plane. And the first thing to do is they empty those things and they're handing them to us.
Can you dump this for me?
Yeah. Can you dump this for me?
Half of this cup, sometimes 3/4 of this cup. So you just spent $12 on this.
Yeah.
Buy the small
I'm dumping
one.
$6.
Buy the small one.
Right.
Finish the small one. Be happy about that. We have coffee on the plane. I know it's not Starbucks.
But bigger is better. Yeah. And I love my big gulps.
Yeah, exactly. But you're wasting. I mean, it's amazing. You know this. It is amazing how much money people waste every single day on coffee. We throw it away every day.
Yeah. I mean, we have so much disposable income on the plane. I mean, coffee cups are just like every other person. In the morning time, anything you can imagine. I mean, it gets even crazier when you get out, you know, down the line on lunch and all that stuff. You get the pizza boxes come on board. And all kinds of crazy stuff like that. But yeah, coffee's out of control. It is huge.
And you pay it's such a high markup in the airport too.
Yeah.
You're paying because they know that you're going to buy it.
But you know, are they just sending us a message that they don't like our coffee?
Our coffee is actually really good.
Our coffee's good.
I mean, we have a dark roast coffee.
Right. On our airline, our coffee is good.
Our coffee is actually really good.
But maybe the other guys, there's a problem out there.
I don't care. Hey, listen, buy the small cup of coffee. There's no reason to buy that big grande thing. Get the smaller one. Be happy with that. You're gonna save a few dollars at the airport for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Because we throw that away every single day.
Yeah.
Now the other thing. When you went on your vacation, you had said to me, you could do this too. Remember that?
Yep.
Because I was giving you a hard time about your vacation. You're like, all you got to do is take some time off, and you could do it too.
G never takes time off. The hardest working flight attendant in the industry. I mean, man, if it wasn't for FARs, he wouldn't stop working.
I probably wouldn't. I'd probably keep going.
Yeah, keep going. I mean, he can't help himself.
Did you ever, okay, let's be fair. You also are doing stuff all the time. I mean, I give you crap, but
No.
you're always busy. I don't care what it is. You're always doing something.
Yeah, I'm doing something. It's school, it's golf, it's work, it's donating my time to nonprofits. I do all kinds of stuff. I mean, I never sit still. There's something that's always going on in my life.
So, I mean, that's why both of us are alike in that way. But I do give him I give him a lot of crap a lot of times. But I had thought about what you said, and I started thinking about why am I the way I am? Have you ever did that?
Oh, yeah. The self-reflecting is a good, healthy exercise for everybody, right?
Yeah, it is. But I was sitting there thinking, he's going on this vacation. I know. I mean, you do your thing, but and I was sitting there thinking, why am I like this? And I started thinking, I was like, it was my mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you go back and you think in your life, it's either it had to be somewhere. It had to be like either a mom or dad. It had to be someone that influenced you.
Oh, for sure. I mean, our parents are giant, influences around our life, right?
Some are.
Well, I mean, instinctively as a human growing up, your parents are the only thing you're identifying with, right?
Yeah.
So you aspire to be those people, right, that are around you. I mean, so those influences and their work ethic, their morals, their all their beliefs and stuff are it's gonna be transposed to you.
So, for yourself, who would you say that yours was?
As far as
develop, when you looked at yourself, when you reflect back, who did you think?
Well, I think it's probably my mom. My mom is a very very strong woman that's gone through a lot of things in her life and raised 2 kids. In my generation, I'm one of 4, but she was a strong influence to, carry us on and support us in the world and all that stuff. And so she was always about educating yourself, work hard, to get what you want type of thing.
Yeah, that's my mom. We had 5 kids. We had 4 boys and 1 girl. And my mom, all I can remember is that, as like I told you before, we didn't know that we didn't have things. We didn't know about that. We just thought that, mom always provided certain things. And we watched her during Thanksgiving. She'd always make sure that she had food and everything on the table. She had the, dinner and everything ready. And then, she always made sure that her boys were working. And we started at a young age. And back then we used to do walking beans. And walking beans is you'd work for a farmer and they would drop you off at the field. And back then they would call that slavery because they sat there, they would drop you off at these fields. They give you a sickle. And it was like having a golf, club with a hook on it.
Right.
It's like a razor sharp hook. So you pull these buttonweeds, you hook these buttonweeds, and you drop them in the field because they didn't have the insect or the pesticides that they have now.
Okay.
So you'd have like 10 or 12 of these 8, 9 years old, 10 years old kids in these fields hooking these buttonweeds, walking 3/4 of a mile, and you realize that's where your work ethic is. It all started back then.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, more reflection on my part here. My parents were always like, if you want something, you need to go get it. And early in life, it was always like, hey, what was your first job? Like you just said, your first job. How old were you?
8.
8. Wow. So mine probably started in like junior high. Junior high was my first. I started like going out there mowing lawns, trying to figure out, because I was a big runner when I was young.
Yeah.
And so what I wanted was a pair of shoes. And that's when Nike came out with their first shoe. I don't know if you remember that, the waffle stomper.
Yeah.
Everybody had that, the waffle stomper. It was the running shoe, right? So I wanted that, but my parents were like, we're not buying it for you. And so I wanted it. So I was like, I'm going to go get it. And so they were like, get a job. And I started working, mowing lawns. I remember I had a job at night cleaning up a laundromat at the middle of the night, just to get paid to go buy these shoes that I wanted. But that continued.
Do you think, though, that part of that is we didn't have phones, cell phones?
No.
right? So not having cell phones also forced us to work more.
Oh yeah. Well, you also
No distractions.
Well, work was also a social activity, right?
Yeah.
So like when you get to work, or there were your friends at work, and then you went home, type of thing. Like so that was one of the social aspects of us in our generation, us growing up. I've always wanted like get to that place because there was people that I liked, and we all had things in common, type of thing.
Yeah, it was. I mean, when we worked a lot on the farm, so it was walking beans, baling hay, detasseling corn. So there was always a group of kids. It was country kids working, and as you grew, the work actually the workload got harder. So you went from walking beans and then baling hay. You had to be strong enough to pick the bales up and throw them up to each other, and then detasseling corn. You had to be high enough to do the detasseling of the corn, and it was hot, sweaty work. No one really wanted to do it, but this is how we got paid.
Yeah. I mean, so I'm glad I didn't grow up where you grew up, because that sounds some rough, hard work.
It was, but it actually developed me, and it did. I can honestly say, and when I ask people all the time, if you could describe your mom, and this is a tough one, but if you could describe your mom in one word, what would that word be?
I would say my mom is powerful.
It's tough though, isn't it? One word.
Yeah, one word's hard.
Because when you look at your mom a certain way, and this is the thing I find funny, is that I would say amazing, but there's so many other words you can use to describe your mother.
Yeah, a single word is not doing it justice. Right?
No.
So
No, I mean, like I said, my mom was incredible, raising 5 kids. And when you were talking about this and you said about with the vacation, it got me thinking a lot about my work ethic and the way that I am. And that's the way I am today, is that I don't stop.
Yeah. We don't, I mean, both of us are from the same cut of cloth. I mean, we came in here 2 different ways, but we both have this work ethic that we go and get things done.
Yeah. And it's, I just think it's amazing when you're around people like that. It's amazing that, when you talk to them, there's always someone that affected them that way.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah. I mean, I will tell you, like I was grew up in a military family. So, for the most part of my life here, or half of my life. And I, traveled around. So, I wasn't close to fields or anything like that. So my type of work was always like, getting some type of retail job, or working at the, commissary or the PX, or, working at the bakery. I mean, I had all kinds of crazy jobs, working at the record store in the BX. So I got, as I'm very into tech. So even at an early age, anything, the newest tech back then, I mean, I was walking around with a Walkman because that was the newest thing,
Most people right now wouldn't even know what Walkman is.
Right. And then I had the CD player, rolling around, and I was always like, now I can't believe I'm going to tell you this, but in high school, I had the job that was in the BX that I controlled all the albums coming in, and I was in Italy at the time. That's where I was going to high school. So I had music didn't come from the United States but like maybe a week or 2 later when they got released. So when they'd come over in the BX, I got the first records. So I DJ'd at night at our teen club and all this stuff. All my friends, and this is what said I wasn't going to tell you, but they used to call me Sugar Bear. Now, there's a long story to that. And all my friends there at Vicenza American High School that know Sugar Bear knows that.
Oh, you so got a new name.
Yeah. I was out there, always I was styling. I always wore my clothes. I always had the latest music. And, I was that guy. But it was that way because of my work ethic. I went to school before school. I had a bakery job. I'd get up at 3-4 o'clock in the morning, go work a couple hours in a bakery and go to school. Afterwards, I'd do my, sports. Then I'd go to work doing something else at the BX, because I wanted these things. I wanted to look nice. I wanted to have all these stuff. So in order to do it, I had to go ahead and do it myself.
I remember one story of my mom with my brother Dave. Dave, we all played basketball. We played basketball, baseball, and football. And we used to wear Converse. Remember the Converse All-Stars?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, the old Converse All-Stars. They back then there is the leather ones, and we thought those were the good ones. But everybody on the varsity team wore. Remember the Dr. J's?
Yeah.
Those were the shoes to have back then. They were Dr. J's. Well, everybody had those. And my brother Dave, I remember we were driving home one night, and he looked at my mom and he's like, "Hey, Mom, can you buy me the Dr. J's?" And she said, "Why?" And he said, "Well, everybody else has them on the team, and I'm the only one that doesn't have them. I wear Converse." And my mom looked at him and she said, "Who's high score tonight?" And he goes, "Me." "Why?" And she goes, "They ain't the shoes."
You got that right.
And it just tells you what kind of person she was, you know?
Right.
I mean, she instilled these little things in your head.
Perspective. She's giving you perspective.
It was just, I mean, I remember them. I mean, and it just makes me think, and I watch my mom, and I lost my mom not long ago. But the most amazing thing was when my mom passed, all of her kids were there.
Yeah.
All of them. And believe me when I'm telling you, the greatest thing in the world is not about money. It's not about what you have. It's not about all these things that you're not ever going to take with you.
Right.
When it's time that leave this earth, when you look up and the people that you love the most are standing right there, you reach out and you can touch them when you're afraid and you're going to pass over. That's the most credible thing in the world. And like I said, this, it just had me thinking about my work ethic. And I have to just say that, well, that's because of my mom. And I don't think it's ever going to stop because my mom never stopped. So she was one of those women that she just kept going. So she was absolutely amazing. I loved her, loved mom. And I know that a lot of you people out there, you have moms and dads the same way and you look at them the same way. So just had to touch on that today because Sean had said something to me and it kind of hit me about my work ethic and the way that I am. And I just want to give that props out to my mom because she was an amazing person.
Yeah, man, you got to appreciate everybody that's influenced you in your life. And, we've really focused on mom today, but fathers are an important part of our lives too. And both of us had pretty very strong fathers.
Oh yeah, we did.
They helped to influence us into the direction and the men that we are today. And I knew G's dad. Unfortunately, he didn't know mine because mine passed away when I was 16. But those family members are strong influences.
Oh yeah, and like I said, go back on those and draw from them when you have to, because I do it all the time. I think about my mom all the time. I think about my dad all the time. But it is the way. It's the reason why I am the way that I am. It won't change. I was built this way. I'll remain this way until the day that I leave this planet. So, but anyway, let's go.
G,
let's go.
I just
on
want to let you know one thing before you go on.
What's that?
They did a good job.
Okay, Sugar Bear. You are so good.
He couldn't wait to say that.
No.
You know everybody out there.
You are going to hear that now. Sugar Bear.
I let it out the box.
Yeah, you did. Bad thing. But hey, listen,
right.
Let's talk about the destination.
Destination this week is
Nashville,
Music City.
Love Nashville.
Nashville's a blast. I mean, you don't have to like their music or not like their music.
Oh, don't even talk to me about country music.
I'm not. Listen, country music in our generation has like grown leaps and bounds, and they've spread their wings to all genres. I mean, there's no place that Nashville has not touched. Rap music, classical music, rock and roll.
They're touching it all.
They're all of it. They're there. Nashville is such an amazing place to visit. I mean, if you ever get a chance to go to Nashville, one of my favorite places to visit because there's just so much to do, right?
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you like to do?
Well, they have, which I absolutely love, is the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, classic. That's one place I have not been.
Well, I think for anybody going to Nashville, if you're making the trip to Nashville, it's country music. So the Grand Ole Opry, you got to go.
Yeah, but here's the problem with that. And the problem is that when you get to Nashville, and it doesn't matter where you step or what block you're on, there's music coming out of a bar everywhere. It's hard to even get to the Grand Ole Opry because there's some places that's playing music, and you're like, "What's happening here?"
And you might even sit on the side of the street, and the people on the street are so good you don't even go in the bar.
Yeah. I mean, there's music everywhere. I mean,
even when the hotel that we laid over, they have actually performers downstairs in the lobby on the weekends.
Yep. I mean, Nashville's just a great place. If you love music, Nashville's the place to go. Yeah, some other things about Nashville is that one, it's the Country Music Hall of Fame and the museum that's there. And this is another state capital. Like I was saying before, when we lay over in a lot of places that are state capitals. I mean, reach out there, go visit those places. They're free to visit. They're open to the public. We own them. We bought them. Anyways, another place is really interesting in Nashville. I rented a car one time. Me and a crew kind of like flew. We got all over Nashville there, and we went to this park, and it's called Parthenon in Centennial Park. And if you know what the Parthenon in Greece,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they've replicated that building in the park.
Really?
It's the exact replication. And it is just the wildest thing. You're driving down the street there. If you keep driving down Broadway, eventually you're going to go and you'll see this park. And here's the Parthenon just sitting there. It's wild.
I'm definitely going to have to do that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful little park. Lots of activity, lots of people walking around, taking pictures and stuff next to this thing. But the main attraction in Nashville is to walk down Broadway.
That's the honky tonk highway.
The honky tonk highway.
Oh yeah, and that is just it's live all the time.
Yeah, I mean 24/7. That place is jumping. I mean, you can walk up and down that street.
It's like Nashville's New Orleans.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's Nashville's New Orleans. You can just walk around, jumping in bar to bar, different music on every level of the bar. Like the bars there are like 3 stories high. They'll have music on the rooftop. They'll have music in the middle, music on the ground floor, and there are 3 different bands in one bar. It's the craziest thing. You don't see that in many places.
No, and the great thing too is that just like we were saying, country music has gotten so big that you're gonna hear all different kinds. You'll hear the old style country music, and then you'll hear the newer country music.
Yeah, one of the places that I stopped at in Broadway was Kid Rock's bar.
Oh, I bet that was cool.
Yeah, it was cool because he had like 3 different bands on 3 different levels. It was just the wildest thing. But I mean, get on Broadway and you go to one of those bars, you got to go to the rooftop. You can get up on the rooftop. It is a spectacular scenery there. You can see see Broadway, get an overview of the whole thing. The weather there usually is pretty nice, and man, it's just a great experience to do that. Another thing that I did, if you haven't tried to do it in Nashville, is there's a pedestrian bridge there, and that pedestrian bridge, I'm going to get this right, is called the it's called Singenthaler Pedestrian Bridge, and I probably mutilated, but it connects the Nashville city over to the stadium of the Tennessee Titans through this bridge. And on this bridge, which is really cool, is also there's all these street performers and stuff on the bridge. And it's just a cool, and there's a really cool park, and you can walk along the river there and everything. That's the Cumberland River or whatever. And that Cumberland River is it kind of winds through and separates the city. But really cool area to do that. But there's one last place that's a very historical museum to visit there that you should be visiting. And what's that, G?
The Johnny Cash Museum. Now, I love Johnny Cash. I mean, I loved his music. He had great music. And that museum I have not been to, but I would absolutely love to go to the Johnny Cash Museum next time I'm there. But it has nothing but great things to say about it. They have a lot of artifacts and memorabilia. It's a comprehensive collection of this, and they have it as definitely a must-see.
Yeah. Johnny Cash, I mean, first of all, was one of those performers that are like so unique to me. Like there's voices in the world that, you know, are so memorable because they're like signature voices.
Oh, yeah.
And Johnny Cash is that guy.
Yeah, that was that movie Walk the Line. Remember Joaquin Phoenix? That was incredible. And it was a great depiction of Johnny's life because he was the ultimate country music singer.
Oh yeah, yeah. Another thing you gotta look at too when you're walking down Broadway is that Broadway doesn't have just music. It also has these crazy shops. They got candy shops. They got boot shops. They got boot shops, and they'll have like thousands of pairs of boots in the shops. You can't believe how many boots. It's a really wild place to visit. You know.
Yeah, that's what I said. Nashville is like New Orleans.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a country New Orleans, basically.
Yeah. There is and then off Broadway, there's now all these chutes of streets that have more action on them. So get to Nashville.
Lots of things to do in Nashville.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. It's the end of the show. And
wait. We didn't mention one thing about Nashville.
What was that?
And I would be remiss to not mention this.
All right, Sugar Bear, go ahead.
All right. Hot chicken. Tennessee hot chicken, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get to Nashville, you got to get some Nashville hot chicken.
Yep.
I mean,
absolutely.
It is a place to go get that type of food, and it is fantastic. They have great food places there in Nashville as well.
All right, Sean's covering the food again.
All right.
All right, guys. The quote that we are going to leave you with today. Remember this. Never complain about what your parents couldn't give you. It was probably all they had.
Amen.
So everyone, again, thank you very much. We appreciate each and every one of you guys for listening. You guys fly safe. You guys have a great, great day. And we'll see you back here on Cabin Pressure.
Yeah, we'll see you in Cabin Pressure. Thank you for listening to Cabin Pressure with Sean and G. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Then share us with just one friend. Now go out and live a happier, healthier, and more productive life.